A top 25 matchup here on the hardwood in volleyball. The number 2 ranked Ventura Pirates in town to take on the College of the Canyons Cougars, ranked number 14 in the state, coming in to today's matchup. Hi everybody and welcome in. I'm Matt Robinson. Happy to have you along as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, a little bit of a change up for us. We thought we were going to be bringing you both soccer and volleyball, but some technical difficulties out there at soccer. So just volleyball for you today here on the Cougar Sports Network, and it should be a good one. Two teams that are ranked in the top 25 in the state of California as of right now. For College of the Canyons, on a little bit of a rough patch right now. 4 losses in their last 5 games. Their only win coming against Mount San Jacinto last week in the San Diego Mesa Quads. They're getting some help back here today, though, as Kaylin White returns from a couple of games out. Not sure what was going on, maybe nursing an injury or whatnot, but she should be back in the lineup today. You couple her with Allie Gradell, who was the Women's Volleyball Athlete of the Week for College of the Canyons, actually the Women's Sports Athlete of the Week for College of the Canyons. So she is back in the lineup today. That'll help things out certainly as well, as if those two can both get going, they can certainly be dangerous against a very good Ventura team. Of course, Ventura ranked at number 2 in the state of California, currently 9-0 on the regular season. Kayla Murdoch and Nevada Knowles have really been their dynamic duo up front on the attack. Murdoch, the outside hitter, 128 kills on the season, hitting off at 44% so far this year. Knowles has been a very good setup person. She's got over 100 and I think 50. Let me look at the numbers here. We came in a little late, so trying to get things going, but quite a few assists, 152 assists for Knowles this year. And by the way, she's got 78 kills as well, so certainly can attack off too. Makes it very tough. Autumn Rogelio Mojeno has been a very good defensive stopper for the Ventura Pirates as well, as they've been out to a very solid start at 9-0 and beat a lot of good teams this year. As you look at their schedule, they beat Desert, Citrus, Antelope Valley, Orange Coast, San Diego Mesa, Golden West, Pasadena City, and Imperial Valley, along with Copper Mountain. Of course, Pasadena City, Golden West, both in the playoffs last year. San Diego Mesa was there as well. We're going to step aside for a few moments. When we come back, we'll have the opening tip here from the Cougar Cage, College of the Canyons and Ventura on a Friday night in Santa Clarita. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do, and the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
nearly ready to go here from College of the Canyons as we get set up for Ventura and COC here on a Friday night. Should be a pretty good matchup between these two sides. Last night, or actually Wednesday night, we should say, the Cougars went to 5 sets against Pasadena City College. Had the first 2 sets won at a 2-0 lead, but dropped the final 3. So a little bit of a revenge game for Pasadena City as the Cougars had knocked them out of the playoffs last year. And maybe the Ventura Pirates thinking a bit of the same as COC knocked them out on their home floor last year to make it to the state championship tournament. So Ventura and Brad Lands in his 10th season as the head coach trying once again to find their way to a state tournament. And off to a pretty good start at 9-0. Clay Timmons and Lisa Hooper are the co-head coaches for COC this year. Lisa in her 20th season as the head coach, and Clay Timmons in his 7th season as a Cougars head coach. And those two trying to get their team back on track as they sit at 5-5 now, getting ready for conference play coming up in a couple of days. Still a few days away from that, as the Cougars have a couple more non-conference games, one against Moore Park on the road on the 21st, and then against LA Pierce on the 23rd here at home. As we'll go to work, Ventura will serve away to start here. As it'll be Avery Carter to play it away. Aubrey Oddish in as the libero, handles first, but didn't make a good pass, so the Cougars will have to play a free ball over. Joust at the net, White plays it in, and a point going to be called for COC as an over-touch, an illegal touch called against Ventura. So the Cougars with a 1-0 lead. As we go right away, and a first big swing for Kayla Murdoch on the outside that time, drives it home. And we're even at 1-all. You can see Murdoch, she's very dangerous. We talked about leading the team in kills so far this year for Ventura. And if she and Nevada Knowles really find their combination early on, could make it very difficult on COC throughout the night. Cougars will set Kaylin White, little soft touch, doesn't get over, poked over by Ventura. Sorry, didn't get down. Now Botello on the other side, she'll try for the off speed. And got it as Jordan Nunez, the center for COC. And you can see the Cougars there, able to get the second point. This time from Brianna Botello. So 2-0 or 2-1 in favor of COC, and a service ace for Aubrey Oddish from the back line. Oddish, who came in last game late, getting the chance to start as the libero here today, has not been used often by Clay Timmons and Lisa Hooper, but does get in there as the libero or defensive specialist on occasion. Nunez handles the swing on the outside from Murdoch, but not well enough to pass it to a place that the Cougars can continue on. And Murdoch has her second kill here opening on in the match. Ellie Zubia will step in to serve for Ventura. Oddish will handle first. Nunez will set Botello on the far side. Her swing off the hands on the attack of Zubia, and Botello has her second kill early on in the match. So the Cougars like to go to Allie Gradell and Kaylin White. Gradell, of course, athlete of the week on the women's side for COC, has been very good over the last week and a half. But if you can get Brianna Botello going, it certainly makes the offense more dangerous for COC. As Ventura will set Nevada Knowles this time as Knowles rotates to the outside and gets a kill. Knowles is the primary setter for Ventura, but you can see her skill. She can attack on 2, she can attack as an outside. Very dangerous to play against, as her and Murdoch pretty much play in all situations. Murdoch with a good first serve. Cougars somehow get it over the net. They set near side to Ventura to Avery Carter, and her swing is wide as she tries to go cross court. And Canyons with a 2.5-3 lead here. Sabrina Sviven in to serve now for COC as Brianna Botello checks out. She'll go have a conversation with Nathan Sparks, the assistant coach for COC, who is pretty much the offensive coordinator for the Cougars, if you were to steal a football term. Is there once again is Nevada Knowles on a big swing, drives it straight down the middle as Ventura goes right down the gut. Knowles makes it count, makes it 5-4. Knowles coming from the back line that time made it look nice and easy. As again, her and Murdoch are the dangerous two for Ventura. Good serve that time from Donnelly. The Cougars did a good job just to get it over with an attack for Grodell. Diving dig that time for COC by Rodriguez, and a double going to be called against Svaven, trying to set there in an interesting spot as the Cougars kind of got out of a rotation. So 5-all, and we'll stay here with the serve of Donnelly. Vargas will handle first. Bump set to Vargas. Off the block and out. The Cougars will get a kill out of it. Ariana Vargas, who was really good on Wednesday night. She played in every situation for COC and had one of her best games of the season. Gets her first kill of the match right there. And COC back with a 1-point advantage at 6-5 as Allie Grodell back to serve for the Cougars. Carter on first handle. Murdoch will get the swing. Grodell digs it out, but the Cougars can't get over to it. Heck of a dig by Grodell, who was put into the back line. Usually she plays in the front row only. And Murdoch just shows off the power. Cougars nearly able to keep it up, but Svaven just a step behind it. We'll see Nevada Knowles back to serve for the first time, and she sends it long. Oddish able to duck out of the way, and the Cougars now with a 7-6 lead here early on. Just underway, first set if you're just joining us. COC and Ventura here on a Friday night from College of the Canyons at the Cougar Cage. And we expect a pretty solid matchup between these two. Ventura, number 2 in the state of California. Cougars number 14 in the state right now, although they've been on a tough run, losing 4 of their last 5. Little slide play for Ventura is going to score. Katie Mulville gets the kill that time. Went with the off speed. The Cougars couldn't get there. And Ventura showcasing a little bit different look on their offense that time rather than going to either Knowles or Murdoch. Avery Carter back to serve for Ventura. 7-all in the first set. Neither team has called the timeout. Both teams have had some good and had some bad here early on. Bump set from the libero Moreno. That one goes out off of the antenna, and it's a Cougar point. Substitutions coming. Brianna Botello back in for COC as Swaven comes off. Sophomore out of Cleveland Charter High School. Botello has had a good little run here midway through the season. As of Wednesday, she had 47 kills going into Wednesday's match. We'll try and update the numbers here. That's a kill for Ventura, and we're even back all at 8. Talking about Brianna Botello. 53 kills on 137 total attacks. So the attack percentage down at 22%. But when you consider her being the third option, you'll take it for COC. As White had 2 chances, couldn't get it. Oddish digs out the swing, but it goes out off of her on the far side of the floor. And Ventura has their first lead of the match at 9-8. You can expect Ventura really to set Murdoch and Knowles most of the match. It's good serve by the libero Moreno. Cougars gonna get a point though as a miscommunication. Nevada Knowles that time had the dig, but nobody was in the middle of the floor, and the Cougars get the point. Went far side to Botello, and she was able to drive it down. Here's Oddish back to serve for COC. We'll float it in. Knowles will jump set to the far side on the opposite, and the point is there, as it was Kylie Abbottson that time with the kill. So 10-9 Ventura, first set action. Service ace straight down the middle that time by Zubia. The Cougars all backed away, and Zubia able to drive it right down the middle of the floor. Kind of caught Vargas thinking it was going to go long. Her and Oddish both backed away from it. Neither was ready to handle, so it's a service ace. Cougars will set Grodell on the next opportunity. No touch that time. Grodell goes long, and it's another point for Ventura, their largest lead at 11-9. You can see Gradell that time working as the opposite and just had too much zip on it. Service error that time by Zubia gives the point back to COC, and it's actually 12-10 in favor of Ventura. White gonna come off the floor as the libero gonna stay in for her. They're actually gonna sub in Daniela Cabrera to take over for Jordan Nunez here. As the Cougars go defensively. As Rodriguez back to serve, will send it in. Ventura will set Knowles, and she gets it off the block and down. Cabrera was about a foot off the net. Knowles just pumps it right into her hand and down onto the Cougar side of the floor. Murdoch with a serve, goes long, service error from Murdoch, gives the point back to COC, side out for Canyons. And Svivin will come back in to serve at 13-11, Ventura leading. Svivin will play it in. Hello. Moreno with the first handle. Ventura not able to get it past the block, so the Cougars will set Cabrera. Murdoch with a dig. Knowles just a jump double touch, puts it over, and gets the kill. I think Canyons was asking for maybe an illegal touch, a double maybe, but you can see Knowles just uses that setter ability and just pokes it to an area where COC was not able to get to it. So Ventura to serve. Donnelly will play it in. Cougars go with Vargas on the far side, and a good swing for Mariana Vargas that time as she drives it down. We talked about Vargas last game, had one of her best matches of the season. She was pretty much everywhere in that matchup for COC. Played in all situations. Finished off with just 6 kills, but you add to that that she had an assist, had 13 digs, had a block as well. All-around solid match from her. Cabrera, as we rally back and forward, will play it over. Knowles will swing, drives it long, and the point goes to COC. Knowles had to go straight up, never got a chance to run into it. Ventura wanted a touch and didn't get it. And so it's 14-13 in favor of Ventura, as Gradell will serve here. Gradell will float it in, and that one hits the hardwood. A service ace for Ali Gradell. I wasn't sure for a moment there, but you can see this had some ultra topspin on it from Gradell. And Rogelio Moreno could not handle, so the Cougars get it back to 14-all. Another heavy topspin serve. Another service ace for Ali Gradell, and the Cougars back out in front at 15-14. That time it was Carter that couldn't handle. Actually, I think it was Murdoch that couldn't handle. And so Gradell showcasing her versatility here. And the Cougars with a 1-point advantage. Swing goes wide that time from Knowles. And another side out for COC. And they've stretched their lead to 2 once again. It was a good looking set. Knowles kind of had to come inside, tried to kind of change the angle, go with it inside out, and just hit it wide. Murdoch, no touch, long. And Ventura has lost a bit of their offensive rhythm, and they're going to take a timeout. Brad Lyons wants to talk about it. 17-14, Canyons out in front. We'll take a timeout when we come back. More action here. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Welcome back into the Cougar cage as we get ready for continued first set action. Well, the Doo-Wop project features stars from Broadway hits Jersey Boys, Motown the Musical, and A Bronx Tale with its unparalleled authenticity of sound. The Doo-Wop project recreates and in some cases completely reimagines some of the greatest music in American pop and rock history. Don't miss your chance to catch the Doo-Wop project's performance at the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center on Saturday, October 1st at 9 p.m. For tickets, head to pac.canyons.edu/shows. You can see the full schedule from there as well. As we go back to work here in the first set, 17-14 Canyons. Soft touch at the net, initially blocked by Rivera. Cougars will go work on an attack here. They set Cabrera off the block and down. And Daniela Cabrera with her first kill of the match. And COC with an 18-14 lead. As we stay on the Gradell serve, that time it goes long. So it'll be Ventura to work here. Kind of just waiting on the officials to say we're good to go. Nevada Knowles plays it in. Cabrera off the bump set from Swavin, dug out by Murdoch. Murdoch from the back line, off the tape but down. A good swing for Murdoch. And dangerous from the 3-meter line as she gets the kill. So Ventura with 2 straight points makes it 18-16. Rodriguez gonna set Vargas into the double and down on the Cougars side. The double there for Ventura. It was Katie Mulville along with Kylie Ibbotson able to stuff it right back. Cabrera tried for the soft touch as we go back to work, no good. Ventura has to play a free ball over. Cougars will set Vargas. Vargas with the soft touch, and that one lands. So the off-speed didn't work the first time, but you must try again. If you're COC and it works the second time, that time for Ariana Vargas. Jordan Nunez in to serve for COC. 19-17 Canyons here in the first set. Nunez will serve middle of the floor, handled by Carter. Slide for Mulville, scores, as she goes cross court to the back court, knocks it down. Avery Carter back to serve for Ventura now. Cabrera handles, Nunez inside quick to Rivera, and she'll score it. Didn't get all of it, but kind of got enough of it to put it into a spot that really Ventura was not ready to cover. She take another look. It was there, and she just maybe got up a split second too early and was falling out of the air when she went to take the swing, but not much that Rello Moreno could handle. The Cougars back with a 2-point advantage. Vargas, a good serve deep. Ventura gonna set Murdoch, and Murdoch does not miss. Right in the middle of the floor. You can see Murdoch was dialed up for it the whole way. So make it 20-19 Canyons. Botello back in there will handle the serve. They'll set Botello. Had to slow up on her jump, so just plays soft touch. But miscommunication from Ventura, and it scores the point for COC. You can see Botello kind of just had to change her angle, and Ventura just didn't talk after the first play of the ball. So Oddish back to serve, 21-19 COC. Knowles will set Murdoch, and a single up against Murdoch is never going to work. Very rarely will it work, and Kaylin White is not known as a blocker really. Although she had 11 or has 11 total blocks on the season, she's just not going to be able to do much against Murdoch on a single. And that takes nothing away from White's ability. That just tells you how good Murdoch is. Gradell off the block, stays up. Ventura will go Murdoch. She tried to go soft because she wasn't quite in the right angle to make that play. The set was a little shallow for her, and the Cougars maybe get away with one as Gradell was off the block and high. 22-20, Canyons in front here. Kaylin White will serve. Not often used in this spot. Carter They'll set Knowles. Nose goes cross court. Got it around the double. The double just wasn't connected that time as it was Nunez and Gradell up, and neither was able to really get a handle on it. Both were kind of disconnected. Timeout called on the floor by, I believe, COC. 22-21. Canyons out in front. We'll take a timeout.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Cougars in Ventura here on a Friday night in a tight first set, 22-21. Canyons out in front. Women's volleyball on the Cougar Sports Network. We thank you for joining us here. As always on the Cougar Sports Network. Remember, we'll have football tomorrow night. COC and Fullerton, a top 25 battle in the state of California, and it should be a pretty good game, we expect. Canyons, of course, fourth in the state. Fullerton inside the top 15. Looks like some water spilled on the Canyon side of the floor, so we'll hold up for a moment. That should be a pretty good matchup tomorrow, 6 o'clock here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll have it for you starting right around 5:40. Slideshow presentation and then pregame show happening right about 5:50. I hope you join us for that one. As we got more work here to do on this one, COC and Ventura. So Ventura will play it in. Cougars got a block. Botello nearly gets a kill. Good diving dig out by Rogelio Moreno in a second to get it over. Now this one played over. Ventura diving all over the floor to keep the point alive. Nunez into the block, puts it back up. Botello, soft touch into the net, and Ventura, all the effort, wins them the point and evens the match at 22. An outstanding point from both sides, and Ventura just gets the better of it in the end as Botello just couldn't get it over the net. On soft touch, Murdoch plays it long, gives the point back to COC, and we go to 22, excuse me, Canyons in front. Swaven into serve, Knowles back in. That was a great point a few moments ago. I wish we had the whole thing on replay. Unfortunately, we don't. The replay only lasts 8 seconds. Carter dug out. Good job by COC. They'll get a swing at it, and Nunez will score the point for Canyons. It was a good overhead dig that time. Right there by Rodriguez, and then just a bump set to space, and Nunez gets the kill. So Canyons with a 24-22 lead, and will have a chance to set, or to serve for the match here. So the Cougars 24-22 here on the timeout. Well, are you hungry? Look no further than Jersey Mike's. Stop in, try one of their classics like the number 7 turkey on provolone. That's my favorite. Find your local Jersey Mike's, one of our great supporters here. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. So 24-22. Canyons serving for the first set. Ventura into the net, and that will end it. Amelia Zubia was trying everything she could to keep that one out of the net. As the ball was kind of placed into a bad spot, she kind of just crashed into it. So the Cougars will take the first set, 25-22. Second set action.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Cougars with a 25-22 first set victory. Pretty solid first set for both sides. Neither team really faltered very much. A couple of errors here and there. One that led to the final point. The Cougars take the first set. 25-22. It's been a pretty tight matchup, and we expect more of that. We're going to step aside for a few more moments. Just about 2 minutes left in the break between sets. The teams will switch sides. Of course, the Cougars in their blue will be on the right side. Ventura in their black with orange on the left when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network in just a second.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Sorry, it's 10-9. We realized that our audio was not working, so we thank you back at home for letting us know. Service ace for Canyons. We'll get our audio back working too. Apologies. But a service ace for COC, and we're even at 10-all. Service ace for Ventura. You can give them an 11-10 lead. Make it 12-10 actually. Error that time by Kaylin White into the net. And Ventura now with a 3-point lead here in the second set. Timeout COC as Ventura with a 14-10 lead. And we'll pause for just a few here on the Cougar Sports Network. (14-10) in favor of Ventura here in the second set. Service error from Zubia gives a point to COC. And the Cougars trying to inch back in. Took the first set 25-22 did College of the Canyons. Service error off the other side by COC, and so the point goes right back. Checking in to serve is Jocelyn Montoya here for Ventura. 15-11, the Pirates out in front. COC took the first set as we are in the second. Oddish on first handle. Nunez will set White, who had to change her jump and didn't get a good swing at it. Ventura will try and get a point from Avery Carter on the power tip. And Ventura with their largest lead here of the set. Cougars have just not been able to get Kaylin White going here so far in the match. Allie Grodell has kind of had the same problem. Ventura's done a good job to keep them really off the board here early on. Vargas, they go inside quick. Grodell dug out. Huge dig from Ventura that time by Zubia. Now White with a big swing high off the block, dug out. A diving dig for Montoya. Ventura will get a swing here. Knowles. Down the line, Oddish digs it out. We rally back and forward. Inside quick, and Ventura will score it. Donnelly that time able to finish it off. And that's the third long rally we've had in this match that Ventura's won. Some great defense from the ladies on both sides, but Ventura finishes it off and has a 6-point lead at 17-11. Montoya might have gone out, but Oddish plays it. White swinging, hits it long. White just cannot connect right now. Time was pretty far off the net. And it's going to force a timeout by COC. As Clay Timmons wants to talk about it, we'll take a break as well. 18-11 in favor of Ventura here in the second set. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Welcome back into COC. Canyons and Ventura here on a Friday night. An 18-11 Ventura lead here in the second set. And Ventura serving as we come back in. That time Montoya sends it long, and the Cougars will get a point back. Cougars are a little too fast on substitutions, so the down official going to slow everybody up. And it was actually a libero rotation that brings Kalen White and Jordan Nunez off the floor. Grace Rodriguez back in to serve. Rodriguez kind of was waiting on the official. She'll float it in. Ventura gonna go with Knowles, and Knowles on a running swing was well outside the antenna, able to get the kill. Went cross court straight down the net, it felt like. Cougars just a little late on the block, so Ventura 19-12 lead. Donnelly plays it in. Vargas gonna bump set to Cabrera off the block and back down to the COC side. Cougars will get another look, but Botello had to jump backwards to make a swing. Cabrera that time well off the net, partially blocked. Ventura just has to play it over on a free ball. Cougars go inside quick. Gradell was the first touch, and Gradell was the one that finishes it off. Good to see Allie Gradell get a chance right there. Good little combination with her and Grace Rodriguez. And now Swaven back to serve for COC. Carter on first handle. Knowles will get the swing down the line, count it. Ventura 5 points away from evening this match at one set apiece. Oddish handles first. Gradell had to change up in the midair. Came back over the net. Ventura gonna get the point. A huge dig from Rogelio Moreno there that ends up winning the point for Ventura. You can see it here. It was kind of a soft touch. And it was actually Nevada Knowles on the first dig. So Knowles the one that sets that up, and she goes back to serve once again. Overpass into the net. And the Cougars will just have to play a free ball over. Knowles sets up Mulville that time. Ventura rolling here in the second set, leading 22-13. It's a 9-point advantage. The Cougars just have not been able to find much of anything here in the second set. Knowles continues to serve. Oddish, little overpass again. One-handed set by Rodriguez. The Cougars did a good job to get it over. And then a dump point once again. And I believe it was Nevada Knowles once again with her name called. Take a look here, and it certainly was Knowles just everywhere on the floor. Oddish mishandles, and now Knowles has a chance to give Ventura the second set. They lead by 11. COC just has not found a rhythm here in the second set. Vargas tries to keep the set alive. Ventura sprawling across the floor to keep the point alive. Cougars have to play a free ball back over. Inside, no touch. Ventura not going to get the point as Mulville on the swing missed from the middle of the floor. Grodell back to serve for COC. Murdoch on first handled. They set onto the outside to Carter, and that will finish off the second set. Ventura takes it 25-14, a convincing second set for the number 2 team in the state. We'll take a break here in the Cougars Sports Network. More action when we come back.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do, and the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Even match so far, each team with a set under their belt. Ventura the last set 25-13. Cougars took the first set 25-22. The number 2 team in the state looked very much like the number 2 team in the state in that last set. So the Cougars back to the drawing board, trying to figure out a solution as we get ready for second set action. For Ventura, we've talked a lot about Nevada Knowles so far today. Her and Kayla Murdoch have been the dangerous attackers. Murdoch just a freshman. Knowles, of course, a part of that team last year that got bounced by the Cougars in the Southern California Regional Playoffs. This year for Nevada Knowles has been quite impressive. Talk about 20 or more assists in 6 matches, in those matches as well. 7 or more kills in 4 of those 6 matches. Scratch that, 5 of those 6 matches. She's had over 7 kills in every match but the first one against Copper Mountain. She played 3 sets, had 22 assists, but got it on the attack, had 9 aces in that match as well. So She's been very good here today, and she was everywhere in that last set for Ventura. So we go back to work. Cougars with a bit of a change to open up here, and they're going to get a kill right away from Gradell, maybe trying to get Ali Gradell going, as they had Swaven out there to start. Change on their early rotation. Gradell makes it count, gets the kill, and here's Ariana Vargas back to serve. Cougars just have to fire one back over as Mulville with an off-speed unintentionally made it tough. And then there's Murdoch off the near side. That one got a reaction from Grace Rodriguez that caught her high up on the legs. You kind of see that reaction out of Grace. She's all right, no worse for the wear. Botello diving dig, Rahela Moreno that time. Murdoch just plays it over. Cougars inside again. Gradell didn't get a good swing at it. Knowles just pumps it over on two with one hand and catches COC sleeping. She hit the tape and got it over, and when it's going right, it's going right. And right now for Nevada Knowles, that is the case. She has had everything working easily. The key to the game so far for Ventura. Kaylin White has been quiet today, gets partially blocked. Murdoch with a swing, dug out by Vargas. Tapped down at the net, but a net violation can be called against Botello. Botello wasn't happy with the call. Maybe a violation saying the ball was on the other side of the net. I don't know. Thought the official pointed at the net, though, and said she bumped into it, so doesn't matter. The point goes to Ventura. They've got an early 2-point lead, 3-1. Knowles inside, off the block. Gradell was up, but didn't get a lot of it, and now one of the Ventura players down. It was actually the Pirate that took the swing that time. And we'll hope she's all right. Might have stepped on teammate's ankle, and the athletic training staff for COC out to help out. I think it was Katie Mulville. So we hope she's all right. Not sure what's bothering her. She went down hard. We're going to take a break, though. We'll update you as soon as we can on Katie Mulville here on the Cougar Sports Network. It's Alexandra Donnelly. Okay. So we just want to update you when we come back in here. It's Alexandra Donnelly actually down on the floor, and you can see Eric Buitrago, the athletic trainer for COC, checking on her right knee. So she looks to be okay to a point, but I'm not sure she's going to be able to continue. Definitely that right leg that's hobbling her a little bit, so we wish her the best. We hope she's okay. She's shaking her head. She's in good hands, Eric. Very good athletic trainer. Part of the crack medical staff here at COC. Sarah Ursum, the head athletic trainer. Chad Peters, of course, the athletic director, was an athletic trainer before coming over to COC. So plenty of good, capable hands here. Donnelly certainly in pain, so we hope for the best for her. And so we'll go back to work here with a 4-1 lead, and it comes right after she gets a kill too, so just unfortunate. Bad luck, bad timing. Ventura will go back to work, leading 4-1 here in the third set. White blocked before she even got a chance to really swing at it as Murdoch had her hands all the way over the net that time. Now Murdoch into the tape. That set was just a little bit too tight from Rodriguez to spring White, as Murdoch was pretty much all the way on COC's side with her hands to make the block. Pressed over well. The Cougars, I think, lucky it wasn't a stuff block, able to get a point out of it. Murdoch off speed. Botello handled. Back row attack from COC. No good. Murdoch that time into a block. Cougars brought Mia Gitcham in to try and help out up front. And Murdoch goes cross court deep and scores it. Replay error, so we come back in. Five to 2 Ventura here in the third set. Botello leaping backwards on a swing, got it over the net. Murdoch dug out by Vargas, but not anywhere that was playable. It actually went outside the antenna. And Ventura is rolling here with a 6-2 lead. Service ace for Ventura. Zubia able to knock it in. Audish was calling for it to be out, but it lands inside the line. Ventura now with a 5-point lead here. Audish, overhead handle. Botello, a rolling swing that time, kept off the floor. Murdoch once again. Makes it look easy. And Ventura cruising right now with an 8-point advantage, or a 6-point advantage, we should say, at 8-2. Botello gonna get that one to fall. Same thing, the Cougars have just been a little disconnected on the setting. Botello going up, you can see, wanted to drive forward and had to completely kind of stop her forward momentum and jump straight up. Did a good job to finish that one off, as Ella Moreno couldn't handle. Carter first handle on the serve. Knowles, cross court, dug out, goes off the roof, and that's just bad luck for COC. Audish dug it out on the swing from Knowles, and it just hits the roof and almost comes right back and hits Aubrey Audish. She was gonna play it again and then went, oh, I can't. And it didn't matter, there was nobody there for COC. So 9-3 Ventura. Botello, little power tip that gets touched by Zubia. Botello with a couple of kills here in the third set. And that power tip, they talked about a lot in the Olympics last time around. It's kind of a new play that's set up in the last few years in terms of men's and women's volleyball. And it's often discussed and often kind of polarizing, at least the last time I've heard about it. And some think it's illegal, an illegal attack. Some think it's a solid attack, and the officials kind of can go either way on it. It seems as though it's just become part of volleyball, as Mia Gitcham with a kill that time. Cougars, I think, were making sure they were in the right rotation here. So we go back to work. Carter down into the middle of the floor. Might have been touched by a Cougar. We go back here. Cougars can't get an attack. Ventura will get an attack. Swaven with a dig. Inside, Gradell that time, and her and Nunez connect on a little inside quick play. Make it 11-6 in favor of Ventura. Riddell, who's been quiet today. Knowles, long set over to Carter, off the block and out. Boy, Avery Carter with a good swing that time. That was a deep set from Knowles. You see how far across the floor she is. Cougars just not able to slide over and connect on the double enough. So a 6-point advantage for Ventura here in the third set. Vargas off the block, stuffed right back. Murdoch was there, along with Mulville. And I think it was a solo really from Murdoch that time. Riddell back in the middle, her and Rodriguez connecting. So we've been out, Botello back in. Vargas back to serve. Connection worked well that time for COC. Tough swing for Murdoch that time. She misses wide on the far side, trying to go cross court. And a bump set from Knowles. Cougars did a good job to let it go. So 13-8 Ventura here in the third set. We stay on the Vargas serve. She'll float it in. Ella Moreno will handle. Murdoch dug out. Cougars just play it over. Murdoch again, high off the block. Canyon's able to keep it up, but an overpass by Vargas, and Murdoch finishes it off. Better double that time from White and Gradell, but the overpass off the block, which is just a passing error from COC. Ventura back with a 6-point advantage. Hello Moreno will play it in. There's Kaylin White. First time we've really called her name today. She gives a big double-fisted high five to one of her teammates, pumped up after that one. White, who's really very good off the opposite side. She's listed as an outside hitter. She's really listed as an outside and an opposite, but has done nicely off the opposite side this year. Cougars able to get it over, but a hunt two. Guess who? Nevada Knowles once again. And you can just see, it's so very smooth, and she's so very aware of where the defense is on the floor. It's really very impressive, and I would not be surprised to see Nevada Knowles play at the 4-year level next year. Cougars can't get it over the net that time. Gitcham into the tape. And then Zubia into the tape for an error. It stays 16-10. Daniela Cabrera back onto the floor, as well as Jordan Nunez. Kaylin White and Grace Rodriguez off. Nunez back to serve. Nunez floats it short, just gets it over the net on an angle. Ventura cleans it up, and they're not going to get it in play as Knowles with an errant swing that time. That was a great running play by Murdoch to keep it in, and Ventura just couldn't finish it off. Same serve from Nunez. Ventura goes inside quick that time to Morrison, but it's blocked. Now Knowles goes cross court. Oddish diving, trying to keep it in play, but cannot. So back to a 6-point advantage. Murdoch serves. Cougars inside, Gitcham stuffed. Morrison there on the stuff block. timeout, COC. 18-11 Ventura here in the third set. Each team with a set to their credit. The Ventura rolling once again.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Continue on in the third set here from the Cougar cage, COC and Ventura. Ventura with an 18-11 lead here in this third set. And continuing to serve. Serve long by Murdoch. Now Swaven in to serve. Knowles cross court, diving dig by Nunez. Swaven just pushes it over. COC not going to get an attack on it. Knowles again, this time right down the middle of the floor. Strikes it home for the kill. 19-2 in favor of Ventura. Actually wanted to bring you a replay here, so we'll do it now. Oddish first handle. Nunez will bump set to Cabrera. Murdoch in the back row digs it out. Knowles on the weak side. Dug out by COC. Vargas into the block. Stuff block there. Nevada Knowles was up for it. I believe Mulville might have been there as well. I think it was all Nevada Knowles that time. 20-12, Ventura rolling again. Mishandled by Zubia that time. Is Gitcham going to get the kill? It'll be Aubrey Oddish back to serve. Ventura going to go with substitution on defense. Brought Brianna Morrison in, but brought her right back out as Jocelyn Montoya was on the floor, and it's just a libero switch, really. Vargas went left hand with the soft touch. Murdoch from the 10-foot line into the tape. So COC hanging around, still within 6. Gotta get busy though. Need the Aubrey Oddish serve to pay off for a few here. Knowles blocked. Carter dug out. Swaven just pumps it over. Double going to be called on Swaven. Swaven a bump set as we go back to work. 21-14 Ventura. Pirates with a block, but a double going to be called against Avery Carter. So doubles back and forward, and there's actually a lift on Avery Carter that time. Knowles will set slide. for Katie Mulville on the far side. Oddish did everything she could to try and dig it out, but could not. 22-15, I should say. 3 points from a 2-1 Ventura lead. They've been rolling here ever since midway point of that second set. The Cougars just have not been able to find a rhythm. They haven't been able to get Kaylin White and Allie Gradell going, and they're going to take a timeout here to talk about things. So it's just been a tough run for COC. So we'll take a break as well. 23-15, Ventura out in front. (23-15) Ventura in front as we continue on here in the third set. Cougars running out of time in the third set. They can't get Kaylin White set up for a clean swing, so she just plays it over. And again, Murdoch. Near side on the strong side for the kill, and Ventura serving for the third set. Carter back to serve. Into play. Vargas off speed, pushed back over the net by Murdoch. White tries with a power tip and no. Ventura finishes it off. Ibbotson that time able to knock it home, and it's a 10-point third set win for Ventura, 25-15. He will go to fourth set action when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back into the Cougar cage. We get ready for the fourth set here between Ventura and College of the Canyons. Pirates leading 2-1. Another solid second set for Ventura as they went out and won 25-15. So the Cougars will serve here in the fourth set. We'll start with Jordan Nunez and try and push this to a fifth and final. But Ventura picks up right where they left off. Murdoch that time with the kill. And it's been the Nevada Knowles and Kayla Murdoch show pretty much all day long today. They've gotten some help from Katie Mulville, Avery Carter, Albertson as well as Mia Gitchum with a kill for COC. The freshman out of Canyon High School. With her second kill of the match, maybe the third. I don't have up-to-date stats, so doing my best. Cabrera with a dig. Swaven in as the libero here in the fourth set for COC. Another dig from Vargas, I should say, and then White stuffed. It was a good set. White got a good look at it. But boy, Mulville up with a solo, or excuse me, not Mulville, Murdoch up with the solo, and stuffed it right back. Zubia will play it in. Vargas mishandles. Botello trying to chase it down and could not. Vargas, another mishandle, and Nunez just gets it over the net. But then Zubia with a smart play finishes it off. And Ventura just continues to roll. They're getting plays from everybody now. Knowles with a little dump over. Zubia had the diving dig to keep the point alive, and Zubia with a service ace. And I would imagine Clay Timmons thinking about a change, thinking about a timeout. And I'll actually see Isabella Embleton for the first time today. She's been off the floor all day today. Embleton was the libero in the first 3 sets on Wednesday. Coming in as a defensive specialist here to take out Ariana Vargas, who seems to, over the last 2 matches, has lost her legs into the fourth set a bit. Had a good first 3 sets the other night on Wednesday and then struggled into the fourth as they serve Embleton right away. White just plays it over. Murdoch dug out by Nunez. Botello forced to bump it ahead. Embleton into the tape. Knowles off the block. Nunez will set up White, who has to go off speed. And White's going to get the finish. Wasn't a great set that time from Nunez. It was too far off. Swaven will play it in. Oh, Murdoch burns one down the line that time. 7-2 in favor of Ventura here in the fourth set. Embleton leaping to try and keep that point alive, and does. And Botello finishes one off. Cabrera into the block. Tapped back over. Botello into the block, and Ventura with a stuff block for the point. So Hooper up off the bench to try and talk to the Cougars here, trying to help Grace Rodriguez out. Hooper pretty much stays on the bench right now. It's Clay Timmons running things standing up for COC this year. Scradell with the kill. It does not mean that Lisa Hooper does not have a big hand in what the Cougars are doing. Just working off the bench, letting Clay Timmons do things up on the floor. It's an interesting dynamic between the two, and early on in the year it has worked. 5 wins for the Cougars, but 5-5 after they've dropped 4 of their last 5. And remember, it's been a really tough set for COC. You talk about 11 of their first 12 games against top 25 opponents and playoff teams from last year, including this Ventura team. 4 touches going to be called. A lift actually going to be called against Ventura. So the Cougars get it back to 8-5. Whew. Murdoch again. Time from the 3-meter line, and she just crushes it. She gets a high 5 from Brad Lyons. Ventura with a 9-5 advantage here in the 4th set, trying to close this one out. Gradell gonna get a point. That one lands in. Gradell didn't get a great swing at it, but see, she had to kind of change her mind midair. Canyon's hanging around to service ace from Gradell. And she quickly goes right back in. 9-7 Ventura, tooling it off the block, but it's down for COC. It was Carter off the far side. Looked like it missed from up here, but the official on the far side says it was in. And the double was there for COC, and they're back within 1. Slide play, Cougars dig it out. Vargas with a swing dug out by Murdoch. Murdoch from the 10-foot line, and boy, she just put so much on it that COC can't handle it. That's a tough one for Ali Gradell, pressed into a service in the back row after the serves, and she just could not handle. 10-8 Ventura, 2-1 Ventura. Cougars hanging tough though. Oh, Botello just didn't move her feet. Service ace for Ventura, Carter has it. Tap back that time for Ibbotson. On an overpass on the serve. So we stay with Carter, and Ventura's pushed it back to a 4-point advantage. Vargas into the block. Swaven in there to dig it up. 3 Cougars come together. That's just miscommunication from COC. They were able to get it over the net. That time into the block. Gitcham with the solo. We continue on. Gitcham again! Her and Cabrera both up that time, and the Cougars get a much-needed block for a point. Jordan Nunez into serve. Nunez into that front cross-court service area, but Ventura cleans it up, and Murdoch drives it home. Leo Moreno back to serve. Mishandle by Vargas. Cougars got a soft attack out of it. Murdoch errors on the overpass, trying to touch it back. And her coach actually looked right at her and said, you got to step backwards before you go up for that one. So an error on Ventura. 13-10 Cougars trailing and serving. Oh man, Embleton nearly got it over for an ace. It hit the tape, spun up onto the top, and then rolled back onto the COC side. Ellie Zubia back to serve. Getcham on the inside attack, doesn't get it to fall. Knowles into the block, tools it off and out. We've talked about it a lot today. It's been kind of the Nevada Knowles show. Murdoch has picked it up here a lot in the fourth. Knowles an error. And that's the second time in this set Canyons has gotten away with an overpass. And both times it was either Murdoch or Knowles, and they just didn't step back. They tried to go straight up. Knowles, just good vision that time. Didn't have to put a lot of heat on it, just put it into a spot where COC wasn't ready. The rotation didn't get quite around for the Cougars that time. And again, I would imagine you see Nevada Knowles at the 4-year level next year. I would guess Kayla Murdoch goes there as well, as she's been really good. She might be here for another year, though, just a freshman out of Thousand Oaks. Botello plays it over. Carter, soft touch, diving dig from Nunez. Cougars keep it off the floor. Oh, missed set that time. Zubia had to go right through her hands. An error on Ventura leads to a point for COC, and right now it seems like that's kind of been the only way the Cougars have been able to get points is off Ventura errors, but it's kept them close here in this fourth set. They trail by 4, 16-12. Grace Rodriguez back to serve. Rodriguez fires it in. Carter, big swing kept up. Botello, power tip down the line, no good. Continuing on, Knowles just plays it in. Botello, little roll shot that doesn't fall. Knowles gonna get another look, goes with heat, hits it long, no touch. Cougars get the point. So again, another error by Ventura. Cougars back within 3. Overpass and an error going to be called on Ventura. An illegal touch by Zubia. You can see here there was a couple of hands on it right at the net, and they said Zubia made it adjust course and pull it back instead of tap it back. So back to a 2-point Ventura lead. Knowles off speed. And Nevada Knowles again making her presence felt. She's done it as a setter, she's done it as an outside hitter. Ventura with a 3-point advantage. Botello goes cross court, Zubia with a dig. Knowles will set Carter, tries to push it to the back corner. Cougars keep it up. Cabrera never got it around the antenna. And a timeout called by COC. Clay Timmons wants to discuss. COC trailing 18-14, needing to get busy, trying to close it down. Ventura. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above. Be a sub above.
We go back to work here in the Cougar cage and right out. Ventura not able to control COC that time, and the Cougars get a point. And it's 18-15 out of the timeout. Here comes Botello to serve for COC. Murdoch handles. Inside, and you can count it for Katie Mulville. Zubia has been pressed in as the setter, but now she comes off the floor. Knowles back to serve. Vargas on first handle. Grodell kept up. Diving dig by Rahela Moreno, who's been very good. She's that defensive stopgap. Knowles with a sliding dig. Vargas with an off-speed touch that scores. Unintentional off-speed from Grodell that kind of got Ventura out of rhythm. And Mulville was trying to keep it off the floor and just hit it to a space that nobody was at. Error by Grodell. She'll come off the floor on the serve. Ventura 5 points away from closing out their 10th victory of the season, trying to make it a 10-game winning streak here early on in the year. It'll be Avery Carter back to serve. A little sloppy from COC, but they get another look. Vargas into the block. Lift going to be called that time on Katie Mulville. Nunez serves in, diving dig by White, but then Vargas hits it long on the far side. That's a great play by Kaylin White. She hasn't had a good day on the attack, but trying to help spur her team. Ventura now 4 points away from a 10th win in a row. Here's Rahela Moreno back to serve. Into the tape, the service error. Embleton back to serve for COC. And that one was well long, almost to the restricted area on the basketball floor. 22-18, a 6-point or 4-point advantage. Bad math by me. 4-point advantage for Ventura. Botello didn't get it over the tape. Timeout called by COC. Clay Timmons wants to talk about it. The Cougars trailing 23-18 to Ventura. Timeout on the floor. Timeout for us as well. to work inside the Cougar cage as haven't missed a thing. Rally back and forward. Nunez with a dig, but it goes off the roof, and Ventura will serve for the match now, 24-18. Zabia back to serve, trying to close it out for Ventura, make it 10 in a row. Swaven handles. Gitcham soft touch. Ventura will have a swing at it now. They go to Murdoch, and she's got it. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it to where the Cougars were not. And Ventura, with their 10th straight victory, they take the final set 25-18. They take it 3-1. The Cougars fall below 500 for the second time this year, dropping 5 of their last 6. And it's tough against a good Ventura team, but Cougars gave it a run, won the first set, just couldn't close out the rest of the way. Ventura gets the victory. 3-1 here from the Cougar cage. We thank you for joining us here on the Cougar Sports Network. Remember, join us tomorrow, Friday night or Saturday Night Lights, football, COC, Fullerton, a top 25 matchup from Cougar Stadium. We'll have it for you. 6 o'clock, the opening kickoff. We'll be on the air at 5:50 with the pregame show from College of the Canyons. Have a good night, everybody.